Students, today we will continue with the topic which we have left on the last term, how to find whether one polynomial is a factor of the other or not. So this we can find out by dividing one polynomial by the other. So here we have taken two polynomials px and gx, and we have to find whether gx is a factor of px or not. So we will divide px by the polynomial gx. If the remainder is 0, then we will say gx is a factor of px, and if the remainder is not 0, then we will say gx is not a factor of px. So we will divide px by gx. We will write it in the do the process. First term of the dividend and first term of the divisor. We will consider first term of divisor and the dividend. It is x cube and it is x to the power 5. To make x to the power 3 as x to the power 5, we need x square. So here at this time, the quotient is x square. We will multiply the divisor by x square. So on multiplying, we get x to the power 5 minus 3x cube plus x square. We will arrange the terms, and as a simple subtraction process, we will change the sign and subtract. So these two terms will cancel to each other, and now the term of x cube will not cancel, and we'll solve it according to the sign. It is minus and it is plus, so it will make minus x cube, and the term of plus x square and minus x square will be cancelled. So we are left with minus x cube plus 3x plus 1. So it will go for minus 1 time. So we will multiply the divisor with minus 1. So multiplying it, we will get minus x cube plus 3x minus 1. And again, as in the simple division method, we subtract by changing the sign. So on changing the sign, we will get these signs, and whatever the term can be cancelled, we will cancel them, and we will left with plus 1 and plus 1. So plus 2 will be the remainder. Here we got plus 2 as a remainder. Hence we will say that gx is not a factor of px. So it is the way to find whether a polynomial is a factor of the other polynomial or not. So do the practice of the questions given in the exercise 2.3 and find out whether a polynomial is a factor of the other polynomial or not, whether we can divide a polynomial by other, and what is the quotient and what is the remainder. All the things you find in by dividing one polynomial by the other. Now the next is obtain all the zeros of the given polynomial. As I told you, whatever is the degree of the polynomial, that many zeros the polynomial will have. So here we have taken the polynomial fx as 3x to the power 4 plus 6x cube minus 2x square minus 10x minus 5. So its degree is 4. The highest power of the variable is 4, so its degree is 4. And so it will have 4 zeros, and 2 of its zeros are given here as plus root 5 by 3 and minus root 5 by 3. We have to find the other 2 zeros. So we are given the 2 zeros plus root 5 by 3 and minus root 5 by 3. Hence, we'll form the equation with the given roots. As I told you, if we are given the roots as alpha and beta, so we will find the equation as x minus alpha and x minus beta. So we'll find the equation that way, x minus root 5 by 3 and x minus root 5 by 3. So it will make x minus root 5 by 3 and x plus root 5 by 3. It will make x square minus 5 by 3. We will take the LCM, so it will be 3x square minus 5 upon 3. Now this will be a factor of fx, because given that these two are the factors of the given, or the zeros of the given equation, so this is a factor of the given equation. So it means on dividing the equation, the polynomial fx by this, we will get the remainder as 0. So we will divide 3x square minus 5 and we'll divide 3x to the power 4 plus 6x cube minus 2x square minus 10x minus 5. Again the first term of dividend and the divisor, it is 3x square and it is 3x to the power 4. So it will go for x square times. At this time we will have the quotient as x square. We'll multiply the divisor by x square. So it will be 3x to the power 4 and minus 5x square. So we will arrange the term under the term of x square. Now change the sign as in simple division. We'll subtract, so we'll subtract it. And now we'll solve these two terms according to their sign. They will be solved. We'll get 3x square. And the next term we'll copy as 6x cube. Now the first term of the, at this step the dividend and the first term of divisor. 3x square and 6x cube. So it will go for 2x times. Again in the same way we'll multiply, we'll get 6x cube and minus 10x. We'll arrange the term under the term of x. Now subtract. These two terms will be cancelled and we'll left with 3x square minus 5. So it will go for one time and now we'll get the remainder as 0. No remainder, it means this is a factor of the given polynomial. So this dividend, the polynomial, will have two factors, the quotient and the divisor. This is the quotient and this is the divisor. So this we know it has two factors, root 5 by 3 and minus root 5 by 3. And now we'll solve this quadratic equation, which is the quotient, as we know how to solve it. So we'll solve it and it is a whole square of x plus 1. So we'll get two factors, x equals to minus 1 and minus 1. So in that way we got all the four factors, root 5 by 3, minus root 5 by 3, minus 1 and minus 1. So all four factors we have got here. Yeah, in the answer you have to mention all the four factors. It doesn't mean that two factors are given, so you mention only two factors which you find it out. You mention all the four factors, as whatever is asked in the question you have to do accordingly, otherwise they can cut your half marks for that. Now the question based on the same thing, coefficients and the zeros. So here given a polynomial px equals to 2x square minus 3x plus k. If one of the zero of this polynomial is the reciprocal of the other, what is the question? We are given a polynomial as 2x square minus 3x plus k. And one of the zero is the reciprocal of other, means both the zeros are reciprocal of each other. You have to find the value of the constant term k here. So let us consider one of the zero is alpha. So the other zero will be 1 upon alpha. It is the reciprocal of alpha, 1 upon alpha. Now according to the relation between coefficients and the zeros, we'll try to find the value of k. So we will take here product of zeros, which is c upon a. So alpha into 1 upon alpha will make c upon a. What is the value of c here? K. And the value of a here is 2. So alpha into 1 upon alpha equals to k upon 2. Alpha and alpha will cancel to each other. We'll get the value of k upon 2 equals to 1, or it will give the value of k as 2. So in this way we'll apply the coefficients and the relation between the zeros and the coefficient to find the value of some unknown numbers given in any of the polynomial. Now I'll continue with the next problem. Next is, on dividing x cube minus 3x square plus x plus 2 by a polynomial gx. We don't know the polynomial gx. We are given a polynomial this. Let us take it as fx or px, whatever you want you can assume. The quotient and the remainder were x minus 2 and minus 2x plus 4. When we have divided this polynomial by the polynomial gx, then we got the quotient as x minus 2 and the remainder as minus 2x plus 4. So here we have to find the value of gx, the polynomial gx we have to find. So we'll apply Euclid's division algorithm. What is Euclid's division algorithm? Which you have read in the first chapter, that dividend equals to divisor into quotient plus remainder. So we'll follow the same steps. This is the dividend. The polynomial given to us is the dividend. Equals to divisor, which we don't know, which we have to find out, gx into the quotient x minus 2 plus the remainder minus 2x plus 4. Now we'll take this remainder to the left side. So it is minus 2x plus 4. When we'll change the side, the sign will be changed. So we will get x cube minus 3x square plus x plus 2 plus 2x minus 4 equals to gx into x minus 2. Now further solving, we'll get x cube minus 3x square, 2x and x will solve to each other, will make 3x, 2 and minus 4 will solve, will make minus 2. And gx into x minus 2, again we'll remove x minus 2, it is in multiplication. So when it will come from to the left side, it will be in division. So gx equals to the polynomial upon x minus 2. So we'll get the value of gx by dividing the numerator by the denominator. We'll follow the steps. We'll divide it, x cube minus 3x square plus 3x minus 2 divided by x minus 2. In the same way, first term of dividend and the divisor. On solving, x cube minus 2x square. At the first step, the quotient is x square. So x cube minus 2x square. Change the sign. Here we'll get minus x square plus 3x. For the next step, the quotient is minus x. Minus x square minus 2x. Minus minus plus 2x. Sign change. Again these two terms will be cancelled and here it will get x minus 2. On solving, it will go for one time. So minus x minus 2. The remainder is 0. So the value of gx is minus equals to x square minus x plus 1. Student, you will do the exercise 2.3, 2.2, 2.1 from your NCERT books, and 2.4 is the optional exercise, but that can also come. So we will consider that exercise also. In that exercise, we will consider the cubic polynomials. So the standard form is ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d is the standard form of cubic polynomial. Now it is a cubic polynomial, so it will have 3 zeros. Let the zeros are alpha, beta and gamma are the zeros of the polynomial. So sum of the zeros is equals to minus b upon a. Here b is what? Coefficient of x square and a is coefficient of x cube. Sum of the zeros alpha plus beta plus gamma equals to minus b upon a, where b is coefficient of x square upon coefficient of x cube. Product of zeros, alpha into beta into gamma equals to minus constant term upon coefficient of x cube. That is alpha into beta into gamma equals to minus d upon a. Sum of the product of zeros taken 2 at a time. Sum of the product of zeros taken 2 at a time. Alpha into beta, beta into gamma plus gamma into alpha. equals to c upon a, where c is coefficient of x upon coefficient of x cube. Again, you understand this thing? ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d is a cubic polynomial. Alpha, beta and gamma are the zeros of the polynomial. So sum of the zeros, that is alpha plus beta plus gamma, equals to minus b upon a, where b is the coefficient of x square and a is the coefficient of x cube. Product of zeros, that is alpha into beta into gamma, equals to minus d upon a, that is the constant term upon coefficient of x cube. Sum of the product of zeros taken two at a time, that is alpha eta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha, equals to c upon a, where c is the coefficient of x upon a coefficient of x cube. Hence the cubic polynomial will be x cube minus alpha plus beta plus gamma into x square plus alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha into x minus alpha beta gamma equals to 0. Alternatively, positive and negative term. X cube, this term is in plus, next is with minus sign, then again plus, then again minus. X cube minus sum of zeros into x square plus sum of product of zeros taken two at a time into x minus product of zeros equals to 0. Now if we compare with the given equation ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d and we divide the equation by a, then we will get x cube minus b upon a. And what is minus b upon a? Sum of the zeros into x square plus c upon a. What is c upon a? Is the sum of the product of zeros taken two at a time. Then plus minus minus d upon a. And what is d upon a? Product of zeros equals to 0. So here you have to find the three, you may be given the case of three polynomials. The degree of 3. The polynomial of degree 3. So it will have 3 zeros, alpha, beta and gamma. It will have 3 zeros, alpha, beta and gamma. So you have to do according to this way. Here find a cubic polynomial with the sum of the product of its zeros taken two at a time and the product of zeros as 2, minus 7, minus 14 respectively. So what is 2 here? Alpha plus beta plus gamma is 2. Alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha is minus 7. And alpha beta into gamma equals to minus d upon a, that is minus 40. So here we will form the equation as you have done here in the same way. X cube minus sum of the zeros into x square. So sum of the zeros is 2. 2x square. Then plus sign. Sum of the product of its zeros taken two at a time is minus 7. So minus 7x. Then next term is minus sign. Product of the zeros, that is minus 14. So minus 14 equals to 0. So now when we will open the bracket, we will get x cube minus 2x square minus 7x plus 14. So children, do the questions from the exercise 2.4. There it is written that it is not meant for the examination point of view, but you do that. And the question may come from that. We'll continue with the same topic on the next term.